I'm Robin Horsfall. I want to tell you about the Northern Ireland Veterans Campaign Fund. But first, I want to mention all the first-class veterans groups and charities that raise money for various causes. I support them all, and I'm not in competition with them. This fund is exactly what it says. A campaign fund that will allow me to work on behalf of the veterans who were previously investigated and exonerated and who are being persecuted by our own government for actions that took place in Northern Ireland up to 50 years ago. Since 2016, a lot of committed individuals have organised and fought to put pressure on the UK government. Between us, we've organised marches, pressurised MPs with thousands of letters, lobbied the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland to remove the Director of Public Prosecutions, protested all over the UK and forced promises from Boris Johnson in return for our votes. We wrote letters with attached legal arguments about vexatious prosecutions to Theresa May and delivered them to Downing Street. We have also attended as witnesses to the Northern Ireland Affairs Committee in Westminster. I'm in this fight because I know there's a great injustice being perpetrated against all of us who served Her Majesty's government in Northern Ireland. The longer this process is allowed to continue, the more we, the servicemen and women, will be portrayed as war criminals. I won't accept that, and neither should you. None of us are rich. We've been fighting because it's important to defeat this injustice. It costs money and time to get to meetings, to rent committee rooms, to stop overnight and to get compliance and permission from the authorities that allow us to protest. COVID has taken the wind from our sails this year and the money from our pockets, but the legal process continues. The victims of vexatious prosecutions will appear in court again at the beginning of 2021, and we need to be there to pressure the government and challenge those prosecutions. Many can't travel or have other priorities in life, so I'm prepared to do the hard yards, go to the meetings, gather the troops, do the travel and write the letters for those who feel the same way. The only thing I want is victory over those who would sell us down the river. Rest assured, I would prefer to sit by a river with a fishing rod than spend hours in a car in the rain or in cheap hotels waiting to meet like-minded people. But this is important. For 4 years I've made this my fight, and I will not give up. Politics is a horrible game. It isn't the enemy that get you down, it's the people who snipe at you from behind. Our leverage comes from joining our forces as a single, recognised voting bloc, a combined federation or union of veterans groups who can lay claim to the votes of the 300,000 service personnel who served in Northern Ireland, and perhaps the 4 million who served in other theatres too. We must win this fight for justice, but this isn't the only thing we should fight for. Military pensions should be tax exempt. Soldiers with long service should receive government housing. The military should be expanded back to the levels that can defend our nation. Outsourcing from the military to private companies should be stopped so that young soldiers can become the new skills engine for our nation. There's so much more we can achieve if we are united. We're not going to go away, and we're not going to give up the fight. We demand the ending of the vexatious prosecutions of soldiers A to Z. They are political prisoners. We demand that they be allowed to end their lives in peace. If you feel strongly about this, then go to the NI Veterans Campaign Fund at the GoFundMe link and contribute £1 of pressure to help me fight this just cause. £1 of pressure from you will help me to kick them where it hurts, in the ballot box. Who dares shares?